Hello, unwitting accountability buddies. Jamie, I'm doing my thing. I have needed to organize knitting needles and crochet hooks for a very, very long time. I was under the impression that I would make something, but if you go to make something and it's like, oh, yeah, I'll do that later because I've got other stuff to do. The whole entire point of this channel was for me to finish projects. I didn't need to start anything new. Brief glimpse of some of the yarn. Oh, don't go too far down because it gets super messy on that floor. Anyways, I was going to put something on my wall over here. Oh, let me show you my gallery wall, my creation gallery wall. I'm actually really proud of a lot of that stuff. I tried to sell some of it, but I just shut down my Etsy shop because why go through all that effort? Anyways, back to me. Here I am. Hi, guys. So when I say I've got a lot of knitting and crocheting supplies, I am not kidding. Hold on. This box is mostly crochet hooks and circular needles, but there's also a pin lace thing. Oh, that's where my gauge is. Some punch needle stuff, all sorts of stuff in there, right? And you're like, that's not much. Yeah, and I tried to organize in jars in here, but then it's such a mess to try and find anything out here. Plus, it's really heavy. Where the hell am I going to put this? And I was going to put a shelf up above the gallery stuff, but then it's like, well, I kind of need my gallery wall. Otherwise, that stuff all sits on the floor, and I'm tired of things sitting on the floor. There's a reason why I'm not showing you this floor. So I happen to be at one of those places that takes online returns and resells them, right? This is stuff that is so cheap that, you know, the Jungle website, they take the returns and resell them. And so I got this organizer, and I'm sure it's like a makeup organizer or something, or it would have to be like kids' shoes or underwear or socks, whatever. All my crap just gets thrown in bins in my bedroom. But I was like, oh, for $2. And they had one that actually had numbers on it. It didn't have the hooks on them, though. The hooks had gotten separated from it. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool because that would be match with the knitting needles and everything. And I'm like, yeah, but if I've got too many of one kind, and then I'll have empty stuff. And I think I might have to slit open some of these bottoms so it can go through two, because holy crap. Holy crap, these things are big. Yeah, and if I put that through two, it would be better, but I could do the shorter ones. So I have to decide on that first. And you might be like, why aren't you getting rid of some of your, I don't know, why do you need 3 sets of size 13 and you never use that stuff? I will tell you why. I have talked about how I am slightly sentimental about some stuff, and I'm trying to use stuff that I've inherited. But I will say that almost all of my knitting supplies, almost all of them, have come from family members who have passed. Some of them have passed tragically, you know, and it's like, it's what I have of them, and it is literally my memories of them. Now when I go, my nieces are probably just going to ditch this stuff, which is perfectly fine. I have no qualms about them not holding on to my memories. Ramble on, because I love to ramble on. So it looks like these are going to be too tall. I think because I don't use these straight ones very often at all. I hate them. Honestly, I'm going to put them across the top I'll organize them in sizes that are easily definable and then put numbers on them. So I'll start with like the double pointed and the circular ones and the crochet hooks, and not worry about as much about these, just because I kind of just want these up and out of the way because I don't use them very often. So I'll be back. Okay, working on a little bit. Didn't get very far. I'm not stopping, but I just had to pop in and show you these needle covers. Look at that. They're little sombreros. I believe that this was either my great aunt's, my grandmother's sister, or it was my great grandmother's, so my dad's grandma. But I absolutely adore these, and I always worry about losing them. Is it bad if I want to go? Anyways, sombrero and needle caps. These are amazing. Okay, so sometimes when you inherit stuff, you get stuff that you have no idea what to do with. I have something like this. It's flat in that little section. I'm going to assume so that's so you hold on to it like a crochet hook. It is not broken. That is just a back end of it. Let me double check. Yeah, it's painted and everything. So it's not broken, but it's got a flat end and a pointy end. If anyone knows what this tool is, let me know. I also have this. It's a piece of metal that's been rounded at the top. It's hollow. I'm assuming it might be a steel hook cover. It's the only thing my brain can come up with. I have no idea what this is. It's so delicate that it is hard to see, but it is a mini latch hook. This goes up and down, kind of, right? So it's got the end, so it doesn't fall off. That little rubber bit doesn't fall off, but it is full on latch hook, like this. So it's got the little tiny latch hook, but it's got this weird spring on it. I don't know. It's so weird. But what would you use this little latch hook for? Like, am I making doll rugs out of this? I mean, if someone wants to teach me how to make doll rugs, I will definitely make doll rugs, because who doesn't need another hobby? I also have inherited a pretty big collection of tiny steel crochet hooks. Actually, I have used some of them before. That one is a Susan Bates size 1, but I also have like some that are impossibly teeny, and it says Millward size 12, made in England. So I have a combination of Susan Bates and this Millward brand, and like a little shorty. That's fun. So I have a collection of steel hooks. I also have in my pocket here, oh, there's my gauge. Should put that there because I need to check those. Check out this crochet hook. It is short. It's a little shorty. It's got a nice little handle. It looks a little dirty because it is, or some of the finish is worn off, but it's got a little, like it's almost like someone lathed in a little something there on the handle, but it is teeny tiny. I don't think it says any size, but I'm going to say, judging by the way this handle looks, it might be celluloid or it might be bone. I can't tell. Okay, judging by the end, it's not bone because it's not porous. Yeah, so it's probably. And then I have these needles. And I'm pretty sure this one is bone, but I don't know. And this one could be celluloid. I don't know. But anyways, random stuff that you inherit sometimes. It's pretty cool. Put those in with the steel crochet hooks, the stuff I hardly ever use. For people, I have a size 0 knitting needle here. Then I have this one. I put it through the size 0 and it's like half the size. It's so tiny. Where did I put that 0? But it's like, is there a sub-0 needle? I mean, that definitely does some fine work there. What do you suppose happened to that one? I'll put the other one that's straight. But look at that. I'm going to make up a story in my head that a grandmother was knitting and a kid came up and bothered her and she dropped it on the floor and it got ran over by her rocking chair. We're just going to go with that. Anyways, am I going to get rid of it? No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it. Cute little size 2. Now, I have all the straight needles in. So I ended up like every other one pulling. Oh, I guess these should go in here because they're longer and putting strain on it. Cutting out part of this strip here, seam ripping it, and just putting them through so everything holds up a little nicely. I apparently have 50 billion size 8 needles. Not sure what to do with this one. I looked for more sub-zeros. That's all I have. This is the one. Just one double pointed. Okay. On this side, I have crochet hooks, Tunisian hooks, pin lace, bigger crochet hooks, cable needles, these little clippy things. I've got a ton more of those. I got these bobbins, all these bobbins. I even have this type of bobbin that I always forget that I have. I could use this stuff instead of my toilet paper rolls, you know, but whatever. At least I didn't buy new stuff. So now I get to size all of these circular needles and slide them in there. But first I'm going to label the numbers to make it easier. Success. I am so excited. I'm really hoping that this will help keep me a little bit more organized. So instead of trying to dig through everything and find, do I have circular needles and DPNs of the same size, or do I need, I probably shouldn't need anything, but I have like stuff I should get rid of, like this pin lace thing that I could never quite figure out, the punch thing for pictures that I could never quite figure out. It's like I understand the concept, but I couldn't get things to like stay in there. So I don't know what I was doing wrong with that. But there's definitely some stuff that I can get rid of. This also isn't everything because I have so many projects that I've been trying to keep the hooks and the needles with and everything. But I am super happy about this. I can't believe that randomly stumbling across a store and finding this thing for $2. And I'm glad I didn't buy the other one, the one that had the numbers on it already, because that wouldn't have worked with the tall ones where I'm using 2 cubbies for them. And they were opaque instead of clear. And I think the clear works really well for this because I can actually see. I even was able to put my darning thing in here. Oh, hold on. You might ask, what this is. You might know what this is. No, it is not a maraca to go with my little sombreros. Oh my God. Did I just make myself super happy? Put my little sombrero on top. Anyways, no, this is, I don't know the exact name of them, but it's a darning knob. So you would put your sock over something, a sock that you needed to repair. I'm just gonna pick up some fabric, which, look at how cute this is. Anyways, if you have a hole in it in something, you like put your sock over the top of it, and then you can hold it like this so you can darn whatever it is you're trying to darn. And this has been being kept in my 10-stitch blanket cotton box that I've been acquiring so much cotton yarn from the thrift stores on. But one of the things that bothered me is that the thrift store I found this in put the sticker right across the beautiful design, the beautiful hand painted design that's on there, and it pulled some of it off. This is not in super good shape anyways. It was definitely a well-used, well-loved thing. But it's like, come on, thrift stores. You could have put it over here, over here, over here on the handles, so many places, and you put it right in the flowers. Shame. Just throw that in there. I got it all done. I got it all done and in organized until I finish some other projects, find a whole bunch more crap that needs to go in here. And then for some reason, I don't have any size 9 needles. Is that like not a common size? How in all the sets that I have inherited and all the stuff I purchased, I have no size 9 needles. I mean, I guess if I have this many 10s and 8s, I can just do a combination of 10 and 8, and that equals 9, right? But is that not a common size? I'm just really curious about that. Anyways,